Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Oval Grace Chandelier. This is going to be the 10-5050 beautiful fixture. Let's get into details on it. So let's talk about the height independent of the chain that it's hanging from. It's coming in at 16.1. Remember, this is an oval, so the longest part of the oval is going to be 36 inches, and the depth is coming in at 23.7. It is only 5.6 pounds. It's not very heavy, so it's just going to hang from a normal, here we go, 4-inch junction box. That's what you guys have on your ceiling. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations, instructions, PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, and part of that parts list is going to be this. This is going to be a 5-inch round canopy that's going to go on the ceiling over your 4-inch junction box with no problem. It's also going to be shipping with 18 feet of wire, which is quite a bit, but it's only going to be shipping with 36 inches of chain to start with. So if you need more chain, if you're going to be swagging it or coming down from a second story, just email me and we can quote out chain for you. You don't have to use all the chain, obviously, because chain has a seam on the side of it right there, and it allows it to open and close. And you would use this. This is a handy little chain separating tool called a chain separating tool. And you do that and it opens up. If you want to close the chain, it goes into the middle and you push it down. Closes the chain back up again, does not leave any marks. I found this on Amazon for less than 20 bucks, so it's a good thing to have. Make sure your installer has one of these. That would be a good thing. You don't necessarily have to use a lot of pieces of chain. You have to use at least one to keep the canopy onto the fixture itself. So other than that, you use as much as you need. Recommended distance from the bottom of the fixture to the top of a dining table, probably about 34 to 36 inches, so kind of keep that in mind, and then you kind of go backwards from there. Again, if you need more chain, you can always email us. It's not a big deal. Okay, let's talk about finish really quick on this. So you're going to notice there's a pull down menu that says choose your finish. In addition to that, there's little brass accents on this that are really beautiful. So I would zero in on some of these photographs so you get a chance to see which parts are those little brass accents, and then I think you'll be fine. Let's talk about what's going on inside of this. Remember, this is using clear glass, so you're going to be able to see your bulb, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. And the bulb recommended on this is going to be what's called a Type B bulb, and if you look at the bottom of it, it's just a small screw-in bulb goes into this Type B socket, also called chandelier sockets. You can find this at every store you walk into: dollar stores, grocery stores, drug stores, home centers, hardware stores. You don't really need to go online to find these things, but you can if you want to, and there's different types out there. If you want to stick with an incandescent, which is what this is, a flame tip, frosted, you can go up to 60 watts for each of these sockets, and remember we have 8 of these. If you want to do LED, you can do that too. There's a lot of great LEDs out there. So the LEDs are going to look just the same. Sometimes they're frosted. A lot of times they're clear, so you get a little bit of a flame tip thing going on, almost like a candle inside this. These are going to be offered to you in all kinds of different ways. I would probably go for a 40-watt equivalent in this, just because you have 8 of them, but it really depends on your lighting needs. 40-watt equivalent, 60-watt equivalent. I can find this bulb up to a 75-watt equivalent. I haven't really found it beyond that. But then again, you have 8 of these, so just remember that. The color of the light coming out of these is going to be offered to you in a couple different ways, actually 3. So they're going to be offered to you in something called 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light, like a setting sun. I think that would be very pretty in this, actually. I think you could get this to dim down to look like candles. It's also going to be offered to you in something I wouldn't use, and that's going to be daylight. Daylight sounds like a warm light, like sunlight, but it is not. That's that bluish white light, like an overcast day or a convenience store. That's 4000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we use in our showroom, which would also be nice in this, would be 3000 Kelvin. That's warm white, soft white. The light coming down from this LED, this is 3000 Kelvin, so I would probably do one of those. In any case, I would definitely get dimmable versions of the bulb. I think that's going to be pretty important. If you want to see what this fixture is going to look like in your setting, in your project, you can email us a picture of your room. That's a great thing to do. You might be using this in a stairway, over a dining room table, possibly in a restaurant, who knows. But you can send us a picture. We have very powerful AI tools. I can take this fixture, place it into your setting, into your room, send that picture back to you so you get a chance to see what this is going to look like before you do anything. It's a great opportunity for you. It doesn't cost you a penny. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.